welcome to our short little review of the Berbekucz HEMA Hungarian Sabre. Before I go any further, I have to say that I personally didn't buy the sabre for any Eastern style sabre fencing. So should that be what you are actually interested in, it might be that I don't quite look at it the right way, or I don't address a point that you might find interesting. Should that happen, just leave us a comment and we'll try to address it after the fact. That being said, what did I personally buy it for? I actually bought it because it made a quite economic choice for trying certain things out that I wanted to do in British military fencing and German style messer fencing. Which was, for one, I wanted to have something that would emulate the substantial lack of hand protection of a British Mameluke style sabre, so simple crossguard, nothing else. I also wanted something that had a decent curve to it, not too straight. And B, I also wanted something that I could use in both hands when doing German messer fencing, because I'm actually ambidextrous, and if you do that with a proper messer that actually has a nagel, the nagel can get in the way and it's a bit irritating. So I just wanted something that I can switch and where I don't have to deal with that. I also wanted something, again, nice curve, to see what that would do in messer fencing after the Küchner or Glasgow, and I also wanted to know my trainer a bit. Ordering the sabre was a pretty perfect process in that way, nothing really to state regarding that, which isn't really a surprise because Berbekucz has been running a professional organization for quite some time now. I ordered, paid through PayPal, shipped in a matter of days, arrived at my doorstep, and that was that, basically. Opening the package, I was immediately quite happy with the build of it. As you can see, there's nothing much to it. It's very to the point, but it manages to be to the point without being aggressively overbuilt. This one, I'm quite certain, will last a while. I've done a number of sparrings with it, and while it does show, particularly in the cross, because of the German messer fencing, the blade actually is quite fine still. So quite solid, but not overbuilt. I do admit, picking it up the first time, I was a bit worried that it might not be the most suitable blade I have for British military fencing because of the point of balance, which is a bit forward built. It actually rings in at about 16-ish centimeters. As far as other stats go, it's overall 94.5 centimeters long. The blade is 3 centimeters at the cross and narrows down to 1.5 before it goes over to the point. Overall weight is 830 grams, so it isn't too heavy. The cross is 17.5 centimeters long overall, so a good cross to that. While I was worried that it might not be the most suitable for British military style fencing, I am happy to report that once you move it, it actually moves quite well, really. Because of the point of balance, you do have to work with the blade a bit. It's not like a foil where you can basically just do whatever because it's light enough. You do have to follow through with your cuts and work from your parries. But it's not a brick, it's not dead in the hand. So overall, I would say for what I bought it for, it really works quite well. Especially given the fact that the base price is 170 euros. There is an option for a knuckle guard, a simple knuckle bow that protrudes from the cross. That is an extra 10 euros, but that wasn't what I personally wanted. That is excluding shipping, of course, so you have to calculate that in when you order it, depending on where you are. But as I said, quite an economic choice for what I wanted to do, and after sparring with it several times, I am actually really quite happy with it. The only thing that I might point out is that it's not the most flexible blade, really. There is flex to it, it's not stiff, but it is something that you would want to keep in mind when fencing. I personally do not consider that a flaw in and of itself, because we don't put the burden of safety onto our equipment in our club. It's more a backup. Any safety equipment that we wear or any kind of flex we put into our blades, is for when our personal control fails. But it is certainly something to be aware of and to consider when you are thrusting in training or sparring in that regard. But that is kind of really the only thing I would have to say that you should probably be aware of. Everything else is really quite nice. The grip is nice, leather works fine. So overall, thumbs up from me. Really quite happy with it. We will put the stats on a screenshot of it at the end of the video when I'm talking, basically, so you can see it there. We'll also put the stats down into the description, and again, if I forgot to address anything that you would personally like to know about this piece, leave us a comment. We'll try to address it and add that to the description as well then. The last thing that we'll do is we'll leave a bit of sparring footage at the end so that you can see how it moves in the various styles that I personally use it for. So yeah, nice piece, personally, thumbs up from me, and see you next time. Die Geschwindigkeit wäre aber nicht 100% ehrlich.
Ja, du hast nicht wirklich, also war nicht zack, aber schön reingeschnitten.
Der war nicht wirklich gefangen. Vielleicht
gehemmt.
Nicht übles Lift.